For anyone who finds that their own snoring wakes them up multiple times, just like time after time after time, and feeling like anxious, worried, scared, feels that this is an insurmountable challenge that you will like never get back to sleeping normally again, here are some thoughts for you. Firstly, if you've already made sure you don't have sleep apnea, that's great. This doesn't sound like sleep apnea, but again, no medical advice here. Anyone concerned about your health, talk to your doctor. But sleep apnea, with sleep apnea, we can often wake ourselves up from snoring or gasping, but there's really no worry about it. We just like wake up, oh, that's annoying, and then we fall back asleep and wake up again. That's annoying, then walk asleep. And that is different from these wake to sleep transition events, like the hypnic jerks, like hypnic awareness, hearing some sound in your mind that wakes us up, like smelling something that wakes us up, any type of sensory input, like waking us up from that process of falling asleep, only to make us worried. And then the same thing happens over and over again. These we collectively call them sleep to wake transitional events, and snoring or snorts can become that. Like many of us, as we're falling asleep, have a little snoring or snorting, and that's because we have some we call it respiratory instability as we transition into wakefulness. When we go from being awake to asleep, the airway is a little bit unstable in that like transition phase, and therefore we can often have like a snort or snoring. Totally normal to have those transition events. And if we've never paid attention to them, we don't even know that they exist. But if we somehow in our mind, this has become a threat to us, right? Our brain now sees that the fact that a snoring or snort can wake us up, the brain sees this as really threatening. Like, this is a danger, this can't be happening, this is ruining my sleep. Then our brain is going to pay more attention to that. Now, and then it becomes recurring. Then it becomes like we fall asleep, we have a snort, we wake up, we react to that, and like, oh no, that can't happen again. Now it's happened again, it happened again, it happened again. And now it becomes like a cycle, right? So how do we meet this? Well, firstly, understanding that these sleep-wake transitions is very common. This is actually totally normal, nothing strange or unusual. And then look at it as an airplane landing. There is going to be some turbulence when an airplane lands. The pilot doesn't go like, oh no, there's turbulence, we got to go up again. The pilot just goes, this is turbulence, we don't need to do anything, then we land. Same thing with this. If we are about to fall asleep, we wake up with snort, we go like, this is normal turbulence, you don't need to do anything. Then it does not become a threat in our brain. It's kind of like the brain becomes desensitized, and then we find that we fall asleep peacefully again.